I uploaded a video on Darby Notes the other day about the joinery I've used in the shop, but then after looking at the footage I decided against it and recorded another version. So here's the second version that I actually didn't end up using after all. So I was actually just thinking about joinery and how joinery is very cool and you use different types of joinery for different uses and different applications. So I was thinking to myself, I wonder how many different types are represented here in the shop that I've used for different projects. So let's take a little tour and count them all up. Starting out, we have the workbench here, which is mortise and tenon. Very strong joint for the workbench. Moving on, we have this cabinet or counter here. And the construction here is just screwed and glued in with drywall screws. And the drawers are actually just butt joint with glued and they are brad nailed in. So very simple, and the reason for that is because they are on sliders, so they don't, use too much force each time. You don't use too much force each time you open these. That's actually working out good. The top cabinets here are again just using screws and glued, and the face frames are also just screwed and glued on. Very simple. For the top here I just have laminated the mahogany together, so that is also very simple, with a dowel in between connecting them. For this workbench here I used half-lap joints, which is very strong, and for the drawers I used dovetails that go all the way through so you can see them. And that's also, I did that because I have these riding on just wood sliders, and also because it's mahogany, so you don't really want to connect things and rely on glue there on more oily types of wood. Over here I have just some box joints or finger joints, which are really kind of fun to play with. And I also have a couple of boxes that I played with making box joints, but also playing with dovetails. And not that you need to use dovetails in, little boxes, just kind of for fun to practice. And here's another one that's just made with butt joint, glued and nailed together. For this tote garden box here, which I have mallet planks in right now, I just glued and stapled these in together. Kind of looks like a box joint. And under here I have this step stool that used dowels for the construction. Over here I actually used box joints for the construction of this drill bit cabinet, and again butt joints for the drawers, just glued and nailed together. Oh, over here I have a frame made with a bridle joint, and I really like when you can kind of see the wood fit through, which is what it is fitting right in here. It's a fun joint. And you guys saw the Tinker table desk, which I put together using dowels, both for the base and for the top. The top was also laminated together with the dowels to connect it all. Over on here, on this table here, I have just pocket screw connection for the base, and just glued laminated boards together for the top. For this cabinet right here I used pocket screws, and for the drawers I just used butt joints and glued and nailed those in. Very simple. For this desk right here I used pocket screws for the base, and I laminated the top together with the dowels. So I was actually just kind of curious to see how many different types of joinery I have represented here in the shop, and it turns out I have quite a few. Going from mortise and tenon to glued and screwed, to half-lap joints, dovetails, box joints or finger joints, bridle joint, dowel, and pocket screw joinery. I think that's all. I might have missed one. But yeah, quite a few different types of joinery that I use here in the shop, so that was kind of fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!